China's farmers have done a lot, but there's still a long way to go. And where they're going is to work. Around 100 million Chinese from the countryside are now finding work in China's wealthier cities and sending the money back to their hometowns. Dagong, or labor mobility, has become a vital part of the Southwest Poverty Reduction Project. The trend reflects the realization that in order for the poorer regions to benefit from the economic boom, there must be flows of labor to the cities and capital to the rural areas. Government policies have been crucial in creating an institutional framework for poverty reduction. But equally important has been individual initiative and innovation.
社会各界的力量参与呢，就是我们组织动员社会各方面的力量，关心参与扶贫工作。比如说，我们组织东部地区的以发达的一些省份，给贫困地区进行挂钩扶贫。
One excellent example is Wenzhou, in China's coastal Zhejiang province, where 97% of the economy is privately held. Here, some leading enterprises and individuals are helping bridge the gap between agriculture and industry. Called lungtou, or dragon heads, they are most often run by entrepreneurs with roots in China's peasant villages. They can qualify for special subsidies by meeting agreed targets for processing agricultural commodities, engaging rural labor in industry, and enlarging markets for rural produce. Su Zhongjie is a dragon head. Looking for a product that used the traditional skills of his home village, he remembered the woven grass mats which the farmers used for drying their grain and slept on hot, humid summer nights. By adapting these low-cost grass mats into beach accessories for the international resort set, Mr. Su has created a business with turnover last year of over $8 million US.
这个质量来战胜市场，所以我们这个订单越做越大。对这个消费者、对客人来说，对我们这个产品对我们这个产品评价都很好，说我们这个产品做得很美观、很好、很可靠。
But the straw mat business is also contributing to structured poverty alleviation. The farmers produce the raw material during the winter in the same fields that grew rice in the more temperate seasons. And Mr. Su purchases partly fabricated products from small producers, linking thousands with international markets.
这个技术，我们这个村全部的种这个，全部一般人都可以种。对对，排挤成本，净收入。3万吧，15000吗？还是1万多？差不多3万，他说2个差不多3万，是2万5差不多了。
This local mushroom cooperative has become a shareholding enterprise, partnered with the Zhejiang Foodstuff Import-Export Corporation. It is opening vast export markets for this simple commodity, and both raising and guaranteeing farmers' incomes. Meifu Roast Duck of Wenzhou is famous. This business contracts farmers to supply ducks and other rural produce. By roasting, packaging, and marketing these, Meifu is directly and indirectly employing thousands of Chinese farmers and helping to raise the standards of production and distribution of rural products. Su Armiao's father sold sunflower seeds and peanuts on the street in a remote mountain town. With more education and a modern business plan, Mr. Su is the chief executive of Da Hao Da, distributing throughout China, with a turnover last year of more than $23 million US.
我长大了想当人民教师。
想做什么？
当个医生。
Hundreds of millions more Chinese will make this mental leap soon. As part of a historic demographic shift, The majority of China's population will soon live in cities rather than on small family farms and rural villages. But China's population is so large that with no curbs on migration, its urban infrastructure could easily be overwhelmed. For farmers that want to migrate, the Chinese government has drawn up a systematic plan for voluntary resettlement. The next step for many of these would-be urbanites are development areas like this one, called Shanmen. The Shanmen development area is still a sleepy sort of town, halfway between the farm and factory, one of 590 similar sites around Wenzhou, which migrants can choose from. Called Come Down from the Mountain, the campaign allows those who can't survive on the marginal land in mountainous areas to move closer to an urban existence. And it's taking substantial pressure off fragile land better suited to forests than farming. But development areas like Shanmen are just the first step, because hundreds of millions are projected to come down from the mountain.
中国的扶贫呢，不是救济式的扶贫，不是说给你钱就什么，而是着重以来提高和增强贫困地区农民自我发展的能力，帮助他们改善最基本的生产和生活条件，让他们具有自我发展的能力。这样的话呢，他就能够永远的告别了贫困。
Cities like Wenzhou are magnets that attract millions of farmers. But not all of them can get residence permits. Modern urban life is tantalizing, but to many seems unreachable. The farmers' answer was to create Longgang, the first city built by and for farmers. Longgang developed from virtually zero to a population of 140,000 in just a few years. And here, farmers could easily get residence permits, jobs, and urban services. They've even got a website. And it's just the beginning. Hundreds of new cities are projected to be built in the next 20 years to absorb rural labor migration. Another major factor in China's sustained growth has been foreign direct investment, particularly in special economic zones. One of the areas with the fastest and most impressive growth is the ancient city of Suzhou. Foreign capital has consistently pumped billions of dollars into the economy here, enabling China's rapid movement from an agrarian to industrialized urban society. The level and quality of workmanship has rapidly reached international standards. Technology transfers like this and the income from export manufacture is fueling the growth of the eastern coastal areas, and the workers sending their paychecks home is helping develop the poorer regions. The development of a workforce with greater disposable income has also led to a burgeoning domestic market, one that potentially will be the largest in the world. But for millions of Chinese, participating in this market remains a distant dream.
贫困地区呢，是一些自然条件、生态条件最差的一些地区。用中国话来说，现在剩下的是最难啃的硬骨头。所以呢，他们呢自身的条件差，所以呢社会发展严重的滞后，所以要扶贫要改变面貌相当难。